last start. 7 of the 9 hits allowed by Flaherty came with 2 strikes. And then Flaherty spoke about it afterward. 2 strike hits, whatever that comes down to. Whatever the hell we're doing as a staff is pretty bad staff. Way too many 2 strike hits today. It was like 2-1 hit, bad count, falling behind. Even if we fell behind, got back in the count, made pitches to get to 2 strikes, then had too many balls hit hard. That's frustrating throughout our whole staff. Throwing pitches that don't make sense. That is directly calling out your catcher for not making the right calls behind the plate with your pitching staff. Because he didn't even just say him. He said staff, and he said throwing pitches that don't make sense.
Okay, so if you... I got to walk a line here as a former catcher because it's your ball. If I'm the pitcher, it is my freaking ball. I got the ball in my hand. I can throw whatever pitch I want to throw. If I want to throw a damn 0-2 high hitter and the catcher puts down slider, all I got to do is go, nope. And he puts down slider again, and you go, nope. And then he puts it down again, and you say, nope. And guess what the catcher's going to do? Timeout. And you go to the mound. And then you say, hey, Jack, what do you want to throw? He goes, high fastball. Then you say, okay, well, I think slider. You give him reasons. He gives you his reasons. Okay, guess what, Jack? It's your ball. You win. Throw me the high fastball. Then it gets hit. Just saying. Say it gets hit. Guess what? You only got one person to blame. It goes back to that. Me. So guess what? Take the little buttons, put them on your little glove, and call whatever you want. Because I've always said, if you want to call the game, do it. And I caught pitchers that called Zach Greinke in Kansas City. He'll look right at when he was in Houston. The famous thing, he's like, curveball. You could see him say it. Curveball. I'm throwing a curveball. Right? There was guys we would catch with their mouth. They'd try to like hide it, and you'd like look down as a hitter, and they'd say, fastball away. You could see it. So on the bench, we'd catch it, and you'd act like you're looking down, but you're kind of like, oh, fastball away. Okay. Right? Mm-hmm. And then there was guys I played with. El Duque was one. The way he caught the ball, the way he turned, was what pitch he wanted to throw next.
So he was tipping with...
But nobody would ever notice.
Gestures.
Yeah. But like if he'd catch it and turn left, it was like this pitch. If he caught it and turned right, or if he caught it, like if he grabbed his belt, it was something. It was like it was hard to keep up with because it changed every day, and you're like, gosh, which one are we on? So, and then there was times like El Duque, I'd go out to the mound, and he'd be like, what do you want to throw? And he'd say, slider, first pitch. Go out to the mound, I turn around and get back behind the plate, and I put the slider, and he'd go. I'm like, wait, okay, what is he? So then he'd throw whatever. After the end, he'd be like, hey, we talked about slider. He goes, yeah, but I thought the hitter was thinking that, so I changed my mind when you ran back. So it's like, wait. But that's just how pitchers are.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, you can blame whoever you want to blame. Blame the catcher, blame whatever. But there's a mirror. When I was bad, I was bad. I had bad fingers today. I had a bad day. But there's also a mirror where you got to say as a pitcher, I'm not making the pitches I'm supposed to be making. You can say there's pitches that don't make sense. Well, then, nope, don't want to throw that pitch. It doesn't make sense. Okay, what do you want to throw? Boop, 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 boop. Let's play the video game. Willson, here comes slider. Move on. But to me, that's it. I don't know. I'm not in the locker room every day. I'm not there every day. But that to me, it's more of a we're not making pitches and we need someone to blame kind of deal.
Well, I agree with that 100%. I mean, it's as simple as that, call your own game. Have you ever got into it with other, guys?
Of course.
On pitches and
of course you do. Of course.
Okay.
Listen, as a catcher, I could tell you tons of stories of why you want to throw that. Okay, well, I don't think that's the right pitch. Okay, well, why not? And then or they give up a hit, and then yeah, you have words, but it's understand. But again, it's the pitcher's ball at the end of the day. I'm giving suggestions as the catcher.
Right.
It's not my way or the high. Now, the only guy I ever caught that never shook was Burley. Mm-hmm. He just was like, I don't care if you put down a pitch and I make the pitch that I'm supposed to make, then it doesn't matter. I mean, listen, this is crazy stuff with Mark Burley. He was a completely different animal. I mean, we would have Jermaine Dye calling pitches during games sometimes in right field. So, I mean, listen, it's a completely different thing. But if you want control with today's game, take control of the game. Put the thing on your glove. Put the thing on your hip. Put the thing under your arm like Shohei does. Call your own game, and then you take everything out of it except for execution, and let's see what happens. Do that for the next 34 games. Cardinals, see what happens.
They're calling out Contreras' prep. You know, Mo said it hasn't worked out like they thought it would. It's going to require more prep. St. Louis, and essentially said St. Louis doesn't have confidence in him. Jeez, it's been a month.
What prep?
He's been in your
Sit him
division
down.
forever.
Sit him down.
It's hard to fathom all of that so quickly. And here's my other part. So this comes out on Saturday. I remember seeing it, and the Cardinals lost again a one-run game back-to-back days to Detroit. And Detroit, I think, is terrible, but they're having a really good week. They swept the Mets too, so I will give them that. But
is that the standard now? They swept the Mets?
Well, no, they swept the Mets, and now they take two from the Cardinals, who I don't think are this bad, by the way. I think there's an organizational issue that's making them way worse. Every week, we've got drama right now. Manager calling someone out, sending down your top prospect, who was like a very, very heavy favorite by many. Well, not heavy, but obviously there's Corbin Carroll, and now Outman's playing well. But, I mean, pretty good-looking prospect who was supposed to do big things and wasn't bad. And they just don't know how to put the puzzle pieces together. And then, wait, ready for this, Lo? So I this is why I love this show, because you guys played for a long time. Can you imagine, right? You signed your big-ass deal. You're with the team. Now they demote you from your spot. They come out and say publicly to the media, okay, Willson Contreras not going to be a catcher anymore. He'll be our outfielder and our DH. One day later, just kidding, just DH. And when they spoke to Willson about it, he's like DH. So I'm like, you're not on the same page. You're saying he's not on the same page with his pitchers? You're not on the same page. Unless he's calling you out or you said, hey, we want you to be outfield and he doesn't want to play outfield. How the fuck does that happen?
It can't happen. I mean, that's like me. Hey, Lorenzo, go play first base. I know we signed you to play center field. Go play first base. Go DH. It just can't happen. They have to find a way to figure it out at the end of the day. Like, your deal. What are we doing?
What was I saw some quotes from Contreras about this too, and he said, yeah, they called me in and just told me, and he was kind of trying. Listen, I give him a lot of credit because he was playing the good soldier now. He wasn't
Contreras?
Yeah. I give him a lot of, because listen, Lorenzo, you signed me to a 5-year deal for $90 million. Guess what? You come in a month later and you say you're moving to the outfield, we're going to have a problem. Like, we're going to have, it's not going to be all roses and candy. I mean, it's going to be like Scott said, what the F is going on here? Because I mean, you just signed me to be your catcher. Now you want me to be DH out, and you just call me in one day and say, hey, guess what? You're not the catcher anymore?
No.
Dude, there's going to be some words there for Mozeliak or Ollie Marmol or whoever's making this call, because, okay, my next thing is going to be, what am I doing wrong? And if they just say, well, we don't like the preparation. Okay, walk me through what you want my preparation to be. Sit me down, and this should have started in spring training. Sit me down and tell me what my prep needs to be. What do I need to do? Because I want to catch. If I'm a catcher, I want to catch. Right. And Contreras says, I want to catch. Okay, walk me through what my day should be like. But do it privately. Say, okay, what they should have done is said, and again, I'm not there, so I don't know. But in my opinion, hey, Willson Contreras has a sore hamstring. He's not going to catch for 3 or 4 days. Boom. You sit him down and you say, okay, day one, here's what we want you to do. Bring Yadi in if you need to. Bring Yadi in. This is what your day is. And have him walk with Contreras full a day. This is what you got to do. Okay, got it. Day 2, let him do it maybe. Okay, here's my day. Okay, have Yadi watch him. Okay, day 3, simulate like he's catching that day. Go through his prep. Take the starting pitcher. Sit down with him like you do every day. Talk. Okay, day 4, his hamstring's better. He can catch. I don't know. It just seems like there's better ways to do this.
They don't want him back. They didn't say he's taking a hiatus from catching.
Well, they kind of said there's no timetable. No timetable.
Sure. So basically they're saying at some point, Yadi will manage this team. We are begging him right now to manage it this second, or at least be part of the coaching staff. But maybe we get him for 2024 because he wants to at least enjoy a few months to himself. And then he'll be a part of this ball club, and then he'll groom Contreras, or he'll just call the damn pitches from the dugout himself, and we'll be happy and we'll be fine because we can't live without him.